Alright, let's get back to it here. Tractor. Tractor's gonna be a whole nother thing. On blue. But low priority. And his Ventium dust. Okay, that barrel should just always be mana ingot. Ventium. Positive 10. Guess I don't need this, I just lock it. Getting how to use filters. There we go. Connect that and set it to tracked on blue, always active. Game goes there, then we get mana steal. Sweet. I can lock that just in case. Then the next thing's the rare earth. Only need 6 crafts. I'm gonna extract all this into liquid. Get all the powdered Ventium I currently have out. The new Ventium storage. Passive mana steal. What are you doing? That chicken's keeping up with all of them. The one 24 seconds. Yeah, I guess that does take a while. But that's working. And I get a side effect of this stuff. No, I don't need a chest for that. There's no reason to keep rare earth. Just automatically go into the centrifuge. Can be made into Thaumcraft rare earth. Nothing. Okay. Okay, can you get rare earth from Thaumcraft rare earth? No. I should have known that. I looked at it. Okay, sadly, Ventium cannot be used for... What do you call it? Decomposition. Yeah. Ventium cannot be. Interesting. Yeah. So same with Mana Steel. So this is all scrap or use. But this stuff, I believe all of this has... Yeah, deconstruction. It's all pretty decent. Problem is I gotta make it into better things. I'm gonna expand this or just leave this as is? Sure. Okay, I have no other uses for Exquisite. So that can all be melted down. Don't need that. Need at least 4 for that. There, 4 Ventium saved. I'm just gonna melt the rest of this down. This will give me my start of liquid. Okay, yes. Gonna be lazy and put it right here. Decent tank of liquid Ventium. have to teach the system how to make liquid plates. Liquid plates and liquid gears, and that's all I need. Ventium's a bit weird. But I've literally spent the last 3 hours figuring out. I need it both as a powder and a liquid, but all of its crystalline forms besides producing more do nothing. Is basically what it comes down to. Already full. Yep. Which is a good start. Now I just need the upgrade. Alright. Only to deal with this. Don't want there to be a buffer. But I would like test. Because I don't want to have to slap filters on every single centrifuge I put here. And I need a buffer. You buffer rare earth. Tracked always active. There we go. Damn it. Put glass in these. No, I think this is pretty much overkill. Because I would need at least 9 of these. 9 plus. To even need one of these. So really, I should rearrange this whole thing. Which I might still do. Yeah, I might still do that here. Do I have my stuff away? Base. There we go. There's my upgrade. Bigger tank. I don't want this to be this. Grab out the dollies. No, I don't think I need anything more than this. Basically, I'm going to switch this around so the back wall is all egg. Or wire cutters. Yeah, not like that. Move you. Here. You. And that just destroyed the Spectre Coil. Good to know. Green Crown always. I want to move you. Right? I grab a converter. Those are transformers. Yeah, converter. Because then I'll just run this off power. 3 of these. Extract on blue. Right? Yeah, I think so. Checking that I got this all right in my head. And from here I need to grab 2 more crafters. On the converter. I basically need to go from here to these other 2 crafters. Deal with the rare earth. Seven, 8, 9-ish. Yeah. A decent rebuild. Put it on round. Put this on round robin. Does that mean every once in a while it gets one in the extractor? am I currently at? 30.8. We'll see, because yeah, I just need this. If it splits the Ventium between the two, yep, there it goes. Okay, that's one of the rare times I want round robin, because that will keep splitting the Ventium between solid and liquid. Gotta deal with all this stuff. Still waiting on the converter. Got some nearly dead batteries to add to this. There we go. Switch this. Goes up. Only stuff with an inventory that you can dolly. I wish I had a cardboard box. That's something else I need to work on. Cardboard box production. It resets. I'll be powered? Yep. Okay. How to deal with the new stuff. These ones. Do these ones over here. Or actually, damn it. They're all 25. It doesn't matter. Alright. Recipes. And cadmium. Iridium. There we go. Set up. This just filters it so I don't have to actually add filters to everything. There we go. I should be able to plumb this in without issue. I don't know where I'm extracting it to yet. There we go. All the crafting. Dump it all back. Chest or something. What is this? Currently insert on blue with a filter filter. I need my filter back. Because I'm going to put the tank there so it's easier to grab with the logistic system. There. Over. And I can grab some provider pipes. Alright, got that all figured out. Start with. So the big reason why I'm trying to craft all these up is because they all matter. Something I kind of need if I'm going forward. Yeah, B7 already. It's going to be so nice to have a passive source of mana steel. In case I need to make more, like wire. Oh yeah, I also need it for terra steel. And crystalline. Yeah, I need it for a couple things. It'll be good to have some on hand. Of course you did that. Get out my glove. Get the Ventium out of the machine. There we go. Those connected up. And there's at least that. Routed. Sneaky. Get all the mana steel from the system. Because hopefully that will be all the mana steel that's in this. Take up space in the default chest anymore. There. Cleared out the Ventium. Got the Ventium production up. And it's only dealing with this stuff now. I'm not sure about it. I mean, there's a few things I want to stockpile. I want to just put 6 barrels here. Or how many I can actually keep up with. Wait on. Do need to retool this. That's the next thing I gotta do with. Once I get the reactor plans figured, once I get this and get the reactor set up, I will need all the uranium-235 I can get my hands on. But you can matter replicate 235, but it is weighted pretty much correctly. Oh, stone dust. Because this is right now this is set up to process 238. Interesting. A bucket of depleted is uranium-238 and fluorine. But a bucket of enriched. 235 and 4. Not that hard to make. Gotta do the math stuff. I gotta figure out that whole processing line for the uranium is really interesting. And I have to figure out which one actually will do the best for what I need it to do. Okay. I don't need optimal processing, but I like good processing. Okay, so that running. System how to make liquid Ventium gears, I guess. Be any fluid solidifier? I get to have a bit of speed on it. Where can I put something? Be a issue. I just use HV solidifier. Where there's still a chance I need Ventium plate, right? No. There really isn't unless I want to give myself an angel ring. Game gears. So now I need ultimate. Yeah, I need this stuff. Ultimate. Which I thought I didn't need to teach the system, but turns out I actually do. Be done in HV. HV mech. Not set to 1. You do nocturnal flux agent. And I mean, flux might be. I might need a lot of flux. And probably nocturnal powder. That's a 2. Might just need another mixer. Not running 2. Yeah, because this stuff will also make my rotors. HV. HV. Two screws. Oh, and double plate. Dang. 8 rotors for a rotor, turbine rotor. But yeah. 13k durability, 130% efficiency, which will be 140 because I want to use the EV rotor holder. Technically, I'll be getting at least 140% efficiency and 160% power. Comes out to being almost, with all the other stuff I'm going to put on it, almost 2 amps EV per motor or per turbine. And I'm almost positive that the steam production of the reactor, this thing, is at least 3 or 4 turbines. That should kick me up to what, about 6 volts EV or 6 amps EV, which what, that's 24 amps HV. And this is currently doing 32. So technically this produces more EV, but it's close. And actually, if I want to run fuel, I should be running the... Yeah, the large combustion engine. The multi-block requires a small amount of lubricant to continue. So I'd have to be making lubricant. Stop working additionally when boosted with oxygen. So I could make this run the fuel, and this can get me with oxygen up to 4 amps. So there's various things. I like the turbine because it will be a different fuel source from the diesel, but I might also run a combustion setup. Reduce that. Now this needs the IV circuits that I don't have set up yet. And I'm probably going to have to deal with a muffler. Titanium fluid pipe. Frame, which I'm already making. Dynamo hatch. It just uses combustion liquids. Gasoline, high octane gasoline. And or no, that's gasoline. Else naphtha, sulfuric light fuel, methanol, ethanol, octane, biodiesel, diesel, boosted diesel, which you can also do to biodiesel. Known. I mean, I'll be decent. That's what I wanted all the acetone for, was to boost diesel. Yeah, so I can also run that. That supposedly needs a lot of oxygen. I made all these turbo combustion generators and they've already outdated. If I can get one of those turbines up and running. Yeah, I might look at building these for... I have two more of these sitting. If I can get one more of those, then I can actually get the quest chart picked off. Alright. Mixer, advanced fluid. Solidifier. Oh, I also need the plate. The mold. There it is. Those. Even more recipes. Okay, can I add a fluid crafting upgrade to this? Can be applied to crafting pipes. Fluid satellite pipe. I will need liquid for this. Ew. Yep. Did I get the plate? Yep. Normal gear mold. I need to basically tell this Pentium gear. Pentium 576. There we go. Large turbine. I wanted to put it in a better fluid solidifier. This is still HV, right? Yeah. So important. I think that was just a wafer. Advanced mixer. New metal. About to get a chassis pipe. This will make my ultimate. Ultimate dust. Molybdenum, nickel, chrome, cobalt. I need a source of cobalt. Cobalt went from being completely useless to actually something kind of needed. I gotta remember I don't need this advanced cutting machine here anymore, so there's a slot for another fluid. Bathe. Oh, yeah, that's the unstable glitch fragments. Makes the unstable glitch hearts. Or unstable glitch metal. To make that unlocked. The other precursor for this. Glitch infused. Oh, tungsteel. RTM alloy. I gotta make RTM coils. Just once I can make, yeah, I believe that makes a really nice rotor too. Yeah, 205% power efficiency. Large steam turbine. There is one block closer to the actual setup. Might need another crafting card for the... I will need one for the blast furnace. Makes 9 if I remember correctly. Yes. Cobalt. 5. Chrome. 2. Nickel. Right? Yes. That should be correct. Alright, we do got to take a break here, and then we'll be back. Alright, back to it here. Now I need to teach the blast furnace. Ultimate. Blast Chiller on MV, that's good. Anthracol on HV, which I'm running currently Nichrome. Gotta go down to the Pipeworks. Nice thing is, this does not require a fluid. Chill. Mess that up. Right? Come out of the Blast Chiller as an ingot, but it will go in as dust. This is set to 1, right? Yep. That should give me ultimate. From there, right now I need a gear. I need large gears. Here. Your gear. Yeah, regular gear. Need another one for you. Ultimate gear. Router requires 4 ingots. Now I'm able to order what's in the gearbox. Oh, this was the EV rotor holder, wasn't it? Okay, let's see if that works. Gotta make 4 of those gears. And titanium and EV casing. That actually taxes that. This has to do a bunch of ultimate, a bunch of titanium. This stuff's expensive. These big builds are going to be expensive. But I'm hoping to get a good amount of power out of them for the next major boost in production. Oh, I just needed to get the thing. Free steel plate. But these circuits are way out of date. Cycle them? No. Also need a circuit recycler recipe. To my to-do list, I'll need to do rotor. I'll need to teach the system double ultimate plate and ultimate screws to get the rotor. And I also need to learn Magellan. Atlantium? There are so many. I'm probably going to call alloys stupid things because there are so many alloys in this pack. Aluminum and magnesium. Set to 1. Plug you in over here. Oh, is it called? Three. 2 aluminum. I have near infinite of. And what was it, a chrome? Magnesium. That's actually I think my first major use for magnesium besides the magnesium chlorine tungsten reprocessing. Get the red stuff. Yep, magnesium dust. Okay, so there's that. That can just be cooked. Special. Because I need that for a couple things. That's all steel, that's easy. I needed the Magellum for... I'm gonna call it Magellum. It's not. That's not the correct alloy. But it makes me think of Magellan, so it's easier for me to remember that way. So I'm gonna call the aluminum magnesium alloy Magellum. Gotten lucky. No matter amplifier. I'll make a better system for that eventually, but right now I'm not getting around to it. Oh, NAND wafers. The recipe I just... wasn't these ones. Also. Oh, those are all... What am I missing? I got the rotor holder being produced. Four amp ammo. That just needs aluminum and titanium from the thing itself. And that's just missing the extreme voltage coil, which I still got to work on. Need tungsteel. Oh, it isn't that. What else am I missing? Missing another part, and I don't remember what it is. That anymore. Rotor holder, dynamo hatch, main block. Oh, it's the casing. The damn casing. Fielder turbine casing. That's what I'm forgetting. Magellan plate, blue steel frame. Steel. Steel, rose gold, brass, black steel. That's another thing I can teach this mixer, I guess. Sorry, that was just a major brain fart that just I couldn't get past for a while. That took me a second. Blue steel. Right? I go here and go like this. Yes. Steel turbine case. Because when I was testing, I messed that up. Makes and this is all 3 alloys and a processed metal. Rose gold brass. I gotta figure out which one of these I gotta powder. Because of course you can't make alloy powders easily. Pretty sure the system already knows steel dust. I don't need to powderize that. Blue steel has to be run through a blast furnace. Here we go. These are my 3 major new alloys I got to deal with. Vellum's easy. Blue steel's kind of a pain. And then I already got ultimate figured out. Okay. You only have 1 recipe so far, right? Crystal matrix ingots. I might as well use you to make me blue steel. You blast 03, right? Yep. I don't like that this doesn't... There's a bug where this doesn't show up because this normally has the name satellite. Keeps throwing me off. Blue steel. Steel in. Right? Gotta run through the blast furnace on 1. There we go. That should make me blue steel. I'll deal with the rods here in a minute. And from here, I gotta do the Magellan. Smelt A1. Smeltery array. Okay, that should get me ingots of both. Need to go here. I need to add to both my lathe and metal bending arrays. I need steel rod. An array, it needs to satellite, and this needs to be lathe. Should get me blue steel. How many recipes? There we go. Empty spot. You, I need Magellan plates. metal bender. Yep. Turbine. Blue steel frame, Magellan plates. We go teach the frame builder blue steel frame. Okay. Sometimes the amount of recursive crafting drives you insane. This is why this pack to me is very close to Factorio. One is my box assembler. Make long rod. I will need you later. I'm here and I don't want to forget. Need to teach this Magellan long rod. Yep, rod. I need it for the rotors. Good. You make the casing. You're set to 6. Almost missing one recipe. Be good to go. You need another recipe. Steel turbine casing. One blue steel frame, 6 Magellan plate. Nope, I'm still missing one. Can't test it yet. There are... Here's my frame of assembler. But you did frame, yeah. Yep. Blue steel frame to... Or blue steel rods to blue steel frame. Okay. Reduced. And if there's any issues. Didn't make anything you weren't supposed to. Well, we'll see when I actually go to make the thing. Alright, so I'm still missing tungsteel, but I don't want to deal with that yet. The last block I need is my inputs and outputs. Thinking about the ME hatches. Okay, I only need to make one or the other. Card. Okay, so it's based on which ME fluid hatch you use. Actually, I kind of want to teach this both. I need a new EV assembler. Okay, that can just be done in HV. I do need to figure out I do need to teach the system cards. Because, yeah, in my testing, it was hard to deal with the fluids. Casing, rotor holders. Okay, I just need a dynamo, fluid input, fluid output. I think that's it. Oh, and the rotors themselves. But I'm super close to that. One X and 2. I wish these quests were actually any Enderium cable. Actually annoying to make. I need to fix that too. This chemical reactor is not okay. Maybe if I slap a robot arm on the front and put a satellite pipe here, I could fix things. Chest there. Because yeah, this gets messed up. You need so much foil. I have a satellite pipe. Oh, just a supplier. Fluid. I need a regular satellite pipe. Because I'll just run those in satellite mode and that should fix the issue. That will make my circuit boards a little better. Well, at least it'll make crafting them more reliable. Actually, I should do the same for like... No, that won't work with the mixers. Because the only thing that will work with the mixers is basically what applied energistics does for crafting. Priority crafting. There we go. So robot arm here. Import. Keep exact. Oh, I need an item. I always forget. Filter. I don't know why I've programmed these so carefully. I just realized I've been programming the robot arms way more carefully than I needed to. Plastic circuit. Upper floor. Now go into here instead. Filtered. Does that. Okay, so if I set this correctly, the chest will buffer it. Won't have that issue anymore. Yeah, this makes all the circuit boards, because I will have to start making better circuit boards here soon. But I will always make these plastic circuit boards, so good to keep the recipe around. And I might as well give this an iron upgrade. Okay, back to current project. There's a new advanced assembly machine. I have an Enderium cable. EV fluid hatches. I was looking at doing these multiple fluid hatches, but I too if I'm just going to do ME. I want to use Teflon. Wait, what? I have this backwards. Yeah, that's the only one that needs 2. Well, I can fix this, I guess. Right, MM301, MM302. And I'll just put doing all this for one recipe that I didn't even have correct. They can go in here. Or no, here. But this is something else. Okay. At least I'm out of upgrades. There's a few in here. Yeah, there's 6. For like another 30. Wait, how am I doing on modules? Yeah, might as well get another 20 of them. I already ordered 20, but I'm positive I've used over 20 today. There we go. Fluid crafting. You're the one I want to remove, right? Aluminum drum, EV machine hull. Ah. Or was I... Ah, that's where I was confusing myself. What other fluids are you using? Sodium persulfate. You're already using Teflon. Yeah, there's no other versions of that hatch. One. I could shunt them over to their own. What else? Make. Oh. Already set up for EV input hatches. Ah. I'm forgetting what I have programmed. I need one of these. First thing, let's move this over. Module upgrade. That should be fixed. What I do need to teach is EV buses. Want the output bus? So it needs number 2, yeah. Full. Aluminum crate. Yep. Needs 432 Teflon. $432. Got the number. Okay, that at least does something. All this work wasn't for vain. Because who knows, I might need to build more of the photonuclear reactors. They do require the ludicrous outputs. That's set to 2, that's set to 1. This is doing tons of resonant ender. Includes the extreme voltage cable. That doesn't need. Okay, so what else do I need? I do need that. That's something I still got to work on. Tungsteel, ultimate turbine blades. Hemi hatches. Okay, so now I got to teach the system how to make. First, can I make aluminum? No, I teach this. Rates. Almost to ME buses. Number 1. They're set to 1. What are you producing? HV energy hatches and high voltage. Yeah, you can do some other stuff. You need to produce me aluminum crates. Long aluminum rods and aluminum plate. 4 of each. Good part about that is I think I need that for a quest. So that will be a good thing to get. From there, I needed any HV assembler. I need to make sure to do the output bus for this. Yeah, any HV assembler. What assembler do I have that's currently not being used by much? You have 2 recipes. You have 3. Oh, dear, you're my cable producer. Yeah, you're not being used for much. Actually, I'll put 1 in each. That'll make That will spread out my production a bit. So one of these will do fluid hatches, and one will be doing item buses. ME item outputs. Yeah, there's also the stocking bus, which is the next major thing. Or no, I need output. I'm making EV output buses. Two acceleration cards. Base. EV bus. Output. My inventory. But there was a quest for that. Oh, I already have it. The quest I'm thinking of is the bronze drum. Oh yeah, it was any. Okay, it was any. Still got a lot of quests I got to do, but most of them are not currently what I'm doing. They'll probably be catch up quests at the end. Program the other one. This should be the fluid hatch. Right, you're an assembler? Yep. It's annoying that it brings up so much. This needs to be the input hatch. I'm making inputs. Wrong place. Accelerator cards, which is something I still got to teach the system. Base fluid interface. EV fluid hatch. Input. Oh, need to teach the system accelerator cards. Can't order them yet. Need more crafting tables. Don't have enough crafting tables. That's not good. That's the type I'm using. Okay. I just need a crafting table so I can make the base cards. The way drinking device, I'll need it. That always seems to be the case. There we go. Always great when you have a false memory of something. It seems so right, but you can't find any proof of it ever actually existing. I had a family member ask me about something that I'm positive never existed. And I'm not the only one that says it. Because I don't remember Costco ever selling a pizza pretzel. Okay, now I should be able to order them. ME hatch. Bus. Now if everything is good, should get those. So now all I'm missing is the turbine and the dynamo hatch. So the last two blocks for this the large steam turbine. Okay. Looking in there. So the only downsides I still have are I might recycle those. So the only downsides I still have are I need to find the off-world in matter fragment for the reactor. Need to set up uranium processing. Because I have basically everything for the reactor. All of this was to get the turbine. To get turbine production up and running. Like I said, I'm going to need like 3 or 4 when all is said and done. Doing that. Uranium 235. This. Oh, that's all the stuff. This is all stuff from the meteor. This is stuff from the end. I do need to process because I will need probably more of this moly dentite. I mean, I need to process this. If I process, all I really need to do is do this. Where's my pulverizers? There's another 56, which will make me 56 times 9 ultimate. I should be good on that for a little while. I didn't get... I'm still kind of interested that I didn't collect any uranium ore. From Euclides. ME input. And that's the one I actually need. The item hatch I don't. Even more free interfaces. Okay, we do got to take a break here, and then we'll be back.